To understand how your tax rate provides funds for your local school district, it's important to first have a better understanding of the state funding formula. The revenue a school district receives from the Maintenance and Operations, or M&O tax rate, is split into 3 different entitlement categories, meaning how much our state allows us to collect from taxpayers. Those categories are the basic allotment, golden pennies, and copper pennies. The basic allotment currently sits at $6,160 per student. Watch our earlier episode of UnRapped to see how a stagnated basic allotment affects school district funding across the state. In addition to the basic allotment, school districts have access to 8 golden pennies and 9 copper pennies. Each penny is worth a certain amount set by lawmakers, providing school districts with additional funding. In LISD, we currently have access to 5 out of the 8 golden pennies available and none of the 9 copper pennies, which means we have a lot of revenue left on the table compared to other districts our size in DFW. To give you some perspective, 3 of our surrounding districts comparable to LISD have access to all 8 golden pennies and 6 or more of the copper pennies, which means they are receiving tens of millions of dollars of more funding per year than LISD. In order to access more of these pennies, school districts are required by the state to ask LISD residents to vote in a voter approval tax rate ratification election, or VATR. A VATR would generate $37.5 million in additional revenue for LISD annually, allowing the district to sustain competitive pay for staff and maintain student instructional and extracurricular opportunities and programs of choice. LISD is historically fiscally conservative, decreasing our tax rate every year from $1.40 in 2017 to $1.23 in 2023. Last spring, lawmakers compressed the tax rate 18 cents, bringing LISD's maximum tax rate allowed by the state to $1.05. The LISD Board of Trustees recently adopted a new tax rate of $1.13, which means we're required by law to ask voters to approve the addition of the 3 remaining golden pennies and 5 out of 9 copper pennies. If voters approve the adopted tax rate at $1.13, LISD's new tax rate will still be 10.6 cents less than last year's tax rate. Stay informed this election season. Residents who live within Lewisville ISD boundaries are eligible to vote in the VATR. Early voting runs from October 23rd through November 3rd, and Election Day is November 7th. And that's school district funding unwrapped.